A world illuminated, the enduring impact of the light bulb. The light bulb, it is such a simple invention, we take it for granted now, yet it is hard to imagine a world without it. The light bulb revolutionized our lives. It banished the darkness and extended our days. It brought about profound changes in society. It spurred innovation and shaped the modern world. Before the dawn, a world lit by flickering flames. In the days before electricity, the world was a very different place, illuminated only by the soft, flickering glow of candles and oil lamps. Before the light bulb, our world was a much darker place. As the sun dipped below the horizon, towns and villages were enveloped in a blanket of darkness, with only the occasional glimmer of light from a window or street corner. The setting sun marked the end of the day for most people. Activities would wind down, and families would gather around the hearth, their faces illuminated by the warm, golden light of a candle. They relied on candles and oil lamps for light. These simple devices were essential for any evening activity, from reading to sewing to simply finding one's way around the house. These sources were dim and unreliable. The light they provided was often insufficient, casting long, dancing shadows that made it difficult to see clearly. They cast flickering shadows that made it difficult to see. The constant movement of the flame created an ever-changing play of light and dark, straining the eyes and making tasks more challenging. They were also a fire hazard. A single careless moment could lead to disaster, as the open flame could easily ignite nearby materials. People had to be careful not to knock them over. The risk of fire was a constant concern, and great care was taken to ensure that candles were placed securely and monitored closely. Life revolved around the natural rhythms of day and night. With limited artificial light, people adapted their schedules to the rising and setting of the sun. People went to bed early and woke up at dawn. The first light of day signaled the start of a new day, and activities would begin as soon as there was enough light to see by. Work and leisure activities were limited by the available light. Evening hours were often spent in quiet, low-light activities, conserving precious candles and oil. Imagine a world without streetlights or illuminated signs. The streets were dark and foreboding, with only the moon and stars to guide the way. It was a world shrouded in darkness for half of the day. The night was a time of mystery and caution, where the absence of light shaped the very fabric of daily life. Sparking innovation, early experiments with electric light. The dream of harnessing electricity for light emerged in the early 19th century. This period was marked by a surge of curiosity and experimentation, as scientists and inventors sought to understand and utilize this mysterious new force. Inventors and scientists were captivated by the potential of this new form of energy. They believed that electricity could revolutionize the way people lived, worked, and interacted with their environment. One notable pioneer was Sir Humphry Davy, a British chemist and inventor, whose work laid the foundation for future advancements in electric lighting. In 1802, he created the first electric arc lamp. This groundbreaking invention demonstrated the potential of electric light, even though it was far from perfect. It produced a brilliant light by passing electricity between two carbon electrodes. The arc lamp emitted an intense, dazzling light that was unlike anything people had seen before. Davy's invention was a breakthrough. It showed that electric light was possible and inspired others to continue experimenting and improving upon his design. However, it was not practical for everyday use. The arc lamp's intense brightness and short lifespan made it unsuitable for most applications. The arc lamp was too bright and too short-lived. Its light was harsh and difficult to control, and the carbon electrodes needed frequent replacement. It also produced excessive heat. The intense energy of the electric arc generated a significant amount of heat, which posed a risk of fire and made the lamp difficult to handle. Nonetheless, it paved the way for future innovations in electric lighting. Davy's work sparked a wave of experimentation and invention that would eventually lead to the development of more practical and efficient electric lights. The race was on to develop a safe, reliable, and affordable light source. Inventors around the world were inspired by Davy's arc lamp and driven by the promise of electric light, leading to the eventual creation of the incandescent bulb and other lighting technologies that transformed the world. Edison's illumination, the dawn of practical incandescent light. Thomas Edison is often credited with inventing the light bulb. His name has become synonymous with innovation and the birth of modern electric lighting. However, he built upon the work of many predecessors. Inventors like Humphrey Davy and Joseph Swan had already made significant strides in electric lighting. Edison's genius lay in his persistence and practicality. He was not just an inventor, but a relentless experimenter, determined to find a solution that would work for everyday use. He set out to create a light bulb that was commercially viable. This meant it had to be affordable, long-lasting, and safe for use in homes and businesses. His goal was to make electric light accessible to everyone. Edison envisioned a world where darkness could be banished at the flip of a switch. Edison and his team of researchers experimented with thousands of materials. They tested everything from platinum to cotton thread, searching for the perfect filament. They searched for a suitable filament. This was the key component that would determine the light bulb's efficiency and longevity. This is the thin wire that glows when heated by electricity. The right filament would need to withstand high temperatures without burning out quickly. In 1879, they achieved success with a carbonized bamboo filament. This material proved to be both durable and efficient. It burned for over 1,200 hours. This was a remarkable improvement over previous designs, which often lasted only a few hours. This breakthrough marked the birth of the practical incandescent light bulb. Edison's invention revolutionized the way people lived, worked, and interacted with their environment, ushering in a new era of illumination.